Gotta turn the heaters on.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so to tune this puppy, I put her in tune. I've got this in ALC. I turn the mic gain and load all the way down to nothing. And then your plate, scooch it around to what band we're going to be on. And then the drive, I find a staticky part of the band. And then I already know that, generally speaking, this is somewhere over here, this is on Charlie, and then this is like pointing straight up. Right? But it always depends on the antenna. Right?
You want to move it over.
So
because that's
B
louder
actually
there.
sounded
Better.
louder.
Yep.
My delta loop is on Charlie, but I've had a different antenna that was a Bravo on 70, on 7, 40 meters. Okay, so I don't like to tune up on top of people.
That's right.
I think that's about the rudest thing. Activity around me. Okay. So this guy acts as PTT. This send right here. And then all you gotta do is, if it's an ALC, you just want the most drive, and you watch the meter. So you go like this. You see the needle jump?
Yep.
And then if it's not on the scale hardly, then you got to use the car to jump it up. Okay? So you see where, now ALC, you want it inside the ALC part of the meter. Okay? And normally you don't want it over the 4 on that red, or over the 7 on the black. Okay? So it's like the 2/3 or the 3/4 part. Alright, so that's the drive. Don't ever have to touch it again. Now, leaving it in tune, now we're looking at the plate. The plate it's all about the current. So we put it in IP, which is plate current.
Yep.
And we're looking for a dip in the current.
Right.
So go like that, and then turn, 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 until it dips. And when you get the lowest part, it would have been the highest part on the SWR, or the power meter.
Do it again.
Now you notice that the reflected, there's a teeny bit of a reflected back.
Yeah, not much.
Right. But right here is where I would go like this to see if it adjusts. And it's usually on the antenna side. Okay? So I would do that, and I go, that looks pretty good to me. The next thing is to go to RF and to go to CW. Okay?
Okay.
And it's at this point that we start playing with the load and the plate at the same time. And we're looking for the maximum deflection on this, it's a relative meter.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything. This guy's going to tell you how much power goes out.
Sure.
So if I lift up, boom, and then kind of tweak it a little bit, and you see there was a max right there. And then I also look at this guy, and I can see that there's some reflected, you see? So now
that's a lot of reflected.
Yeah, but I can tune it right there, and then right right there.
Or you a little bit over 100 watts out, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
And what's your reflected at? I can't read the numbers; they're too small.
It's a 0.5.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah. So where they cross
is your reflected.
1 point. It's not quite 1.5. It's like 1.6.
Okay. You're still fine.
Yeah. And we were only we weren't doing better than 1.5.
Right.
On the meter anyway.
So that's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're tuned.
Yeah. So this means that I'm totally tuned and I'm ready for sideband. Okay. So bam, and then the next thing is you check. I always check is I go back to current and I leave it in CW and I make sure that, see how much current I'm putting out?
Yeah, how much is it? I can't see from here.
It was 250 milliamps, and you don't want to go over 210. So you use the drive to turn that down just a hair, like right in that neighborhood. So that puts me right around the 210. Okay. And then you never want to go for like 60 seconds doing that straight carrier.
Tubes don't like it.
Yeah. Alright. And then lower sideband. And then
thank you very much. You are also 5'9" Long Island, New York. Thanks very much for another park. 73. 73. Take yellow.
so he was talking to a part.
Florida, yeah.
Well, obviously I'm not hearing the part.
No. There he is.
And then one of the things, so I don't have DNR on my radio, but what I'll do is I'll put it in notch. And then I'll shift it to the higher. And then I'll notch it so that it goes down. And sometimes that will reveal who we're listening to.
Yeah.
But I don't know what station that is, so I'm not picking them up. So I went over 500 QSOs